Hi, I'm RS Operator from Radical Survivalism, and I'm going to show you how to clear a semi-automatic handgun. This video is essentially for folks who are new to handguns, new to firearms. If you're familiar at all with semi-auto handguns, this video is just not for you. This is essentially for beginners. Let's get started. Alright, to clear a handgun, a semi-auto handgun, the first thing we're going to do is we need to pick up the firearm. What we're not going to do is pick up the firearm with our finger on the trigger. One of the worst things you could do. What you want to do is pick up the gun, finger off the trigger. We're going to flip the handgun over. We're going to look for the magazine release first. Magazine release is a button that allows the magazine holds the rounds, it's going to allow the magazine to come out of the handle of the firearm. It's generally a spring-loaded button. We got to look for it. We're going to find it most often next to the trigger guard. On this handgun, it's right here. On most handguns, it is. On some less expensive handguns, let's say, the magazine release button is down farther, lower on the handle. So again, we're going to pick up the firearm, finger off of the trigger. We're going to flip it over. We're going to look for the magazine release button right here. I found it right here next to the trigger. I'm going to push the magazine release button. The magazine falls out of the gun. Normally when we pick up a handgun out in the world, post-apocalyptic, there's going to be rounds in the magazine. For purposes of this video, there are none. Next thing we're going to do is make sure the safety is off or disengaged. A safety is a device that keeps, on a semi-auto handgun, that generally keeps the slide from sliding back and forth and allowing the gun to fire. We're going to make sure the safety is disengaged so the slide, which is the top part of the handgun, does move. Next thing we're going to do is what we call rack the handgun. We're going to, just a few times. And what this process does, if you're unfamiliar with handguns, is when you rack the slide, if there is a shell in ready to fire, it's going to eject the shell out, or the round. So a few times, there's no rounds in the gun. We're going to visually inspect. What I'm doing is holding the slide back. I'm looking in to see if there's a round stuck in the breech, and there is not. If there was a round in the breech, we would be able to see. We would be able to see the end of the round. It is not in there, so we're clear. So essentially, at this point, safety engaged, this handgun is ready to take indoors. For more reviews and prepping how-tos, come visit us at radicalsurvivalism.com. You can follow me, RS Operator, on Twitter. To do that, it is twitter.com/radsurvival. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. See you next time.